What's up, everybody? Oh my god, I'm so excited to be recording another episode of Let's Talk on Shh. I am actually really excited because it's been a while and it's just because life has been kicking my ass. Like school, practice, everything. It's been literally so much. But it's finally spring break, even though I can't go anywhere because I had to practice or whatever. But at least I'm gonna have time to relax and just like lay back a little bit, practice, like not deal with school shit. But anyways, I'm really excited. I have a little too much to talk about and I just wanna get into it. So let's do this. Period. Um First, I want to start with something that I actually watched a video earlier on this, and it reminded me of like these situations that I lived before. So let's get into the topic. The first topic that I want to talk about is sleep paralysis. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this or if you guys have experienced it, but let me tell you, and this. Like it's so scary. Like I'm scared to talk about it a little bit just because I'm scared that it will happen to me because it's been literally a long time. But I used to write every time that I will experience a sleep paralysis because there was a time period in which I literally experienced this, like, I don't want to say on a daily basis, but like literally at least once a week or something like that. Like it was ridiculous because it is so scary. But anyways, let me just you know talk a little bit about it and then move on to the next topic. But which one should I talk about? I mean, every time I have experiences with paralysis, like it's always like a different situation, and it's also like a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like at least the times that I have experienced it, like every time was something different, and it was hella scary. Like literally, like I will wake up like fucking screaming and like like what the fuck, like literally, like there I remember like one time literally I was like in the couch or whatever, and like it was early, like it was probably like 11 or something, I don't know, like it was early, and like I was like falling asleep or whatever the case might be, and the whole situation happened. At this point I remember this experience. I was dreaming that I guess I was laying down, or I don't know what the fuck was going on. But the point is that there was somebody at the top of a building or whatever, and they threw at me a big ass rock. Like when I say big, like this shit was ginormous. Like it was like what, like something I never even seen in my life. So they use like let it fucking fall down, whatever, and like literally it's I'm gonna die. Like so I literally like try to scream, like no, whatever, like, but when you're like dreaming, like you literally can't even fucking scream. It's like a like 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 nothing fucking comes out of your fucking mouth. So it was kind of like that experience, and like literally, when I was able to like, I guess, wake up or whatever, like literally I scream, and like I was like, breathing so hard, whatever. And like I remember that my cousins were like, what the fuck? Like, are you okay? And I'm just like, dude, like I literally just experienced sleep paralysis. Like I was about to die. Like, like, and it's so crazy because like what? Like let me know your stories. Like if you have experienced it, like I'm curious because it is like really scary. Like I don't know. I don't wish this to nobody because literally every time like I do feel like I'm dying, like I feel like I'm living that moment. And because sleep paralysis is kind of like one of those situations where like either you could experience it like while asleep, or like you're awake sometimes. Like literally you're like in a like conscious like state of mind where like you literally can't even do anything. You can't even move, nothing. Like I remember, I think one of the last times what I experienced was before I moved here to Kansas, and I remember that I was like chilling with my brother, and I remember that I was like kind of on the edge of the bed, like I was falling asleep in a way, but well, I was about to fall asleep or whatever. Like I know I was like literally scrolling through my phone or whatever, and I had that feeling of like I was gonna fall asleep, but then I was literally on the edge of the bed. Like I don't want to fucking fall asleep like in an uncomfortable position, whatever. And like I remember that like I literally felt that I was going to have a sleep paralysis. I don't know if that even makes sense. Like, literally, like I was fighting not to fall asleep because like I knew I was going to go into like a sleep paralysis, and like I remember that like I was just kind of like opening my eyes, closing my eyes, like kind of like literally fighting for my life. And then I remember that I was like trying to call my brother because he's like literally right in front of me. So like I was literally trying to call my brother, like like brother, come on, like whatever the fuck, like, but I couldn't fucking do it, like it was so crazy, and then I mean, literally, obviously, I ended up not fighting it. Like I ended up fucking having sleep paralysis again. Woke up like fucking almost crying, and I was just like, oh my god, like I just experienced this sleep paralysis. Like what the fuck is this? But yeah, like let me know if you guys have experienced that, and I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see because like I have so many stories. Like I say, like literally, there is a lot of stories that I have written up on my notes because I don't know, just kind of like to keep track of like how many times and whatever the case might be. So, but it's such a scary thing. Um, but moving on, let's talk about people that don't mind their business. Like, really, is it that hard? Because I don't think so. You know, I believe that I am a very outspoken person. Like I say shit however like whatever I feel, like if we're if we are in a crowd or whatever, like if I have something to say, there is something that bothers me or whatever the case might be, I'm just gonna say it. And if the shoe fits, then fucking wear it. But like something that pisses me off is like if I make a comment and then you find it offensive, but then you try to come at me like by saying something else in somebody else's behavior. Does that make sense? Like, let me put an example, and I don't want to give names or anything. I mean, if you're watching this and you know that it's about you, then it happened in person regardless. So, like, I'm technically not really talking bad about you. I'm just using it as an example of like shit that happened because shit like that fucking bothers me. And I clearly did say something at the moment too, and you fucking walked away because that's just not how you fucking talk shit about somebody. But so basically I made a comment and then this person decided to come at me by saying something like you don't care, but you didn't run this or whatever, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, okay. And there was so much shit that I wanted to say, but at the same time, it's like, why am I gonna waste my time? Like, there is no point because, first of all, you're coming from a place of hate and from a place of, that I'm right. Like, I say something that is the truth because people come around not seeing results or whatever the case might be, but it is because you don't put in the work. Like if you don't put in the work, how you wanna see results? It's like if you want to fucking pass your classes, but you don't be fucking doing homework. Like, baby, something ain't adding up because your class is not magically just gonna give you an A or your professor. Like no. So for you to come at me by saying that I don't care or that somebody's faster than me or that somebody's whatever than me, boy, you better speak about yourself. Because if this person is not making a comment, they're minding their business. But in a way, you make them not mind their business because then they're involved in a situation. And it's a situation where I had to step up and still keep talking about what I had you said. So then I'm gonna go and talk and say, at the end of the day, we don't deserve whatever the fuck you're talking about because, boy, you just made this something bigger than it is. So like, I feel like we need to learn how to control ourselves. And like I say, like if there is something, like I said, I say a lot of shit But I think everything I say it's something truth. Like, like it's like the truth. Like, for instance, like as an example, when we practice and stuff like that, sometimes I say shit like, like if you don't PR, like something that I say before in the past was like, if you don't PR this weekend, like clearly you're doing something wrong. I said what I said, and like, it's like I say, if the shoe fits, then it fits. Like it's something that I'm speaking up just because that's what I'm feeling at the moment. Like I feel like I'm putting 100% every time I come to practice, and I hear people complaining that they're not getting the results that they want or whatever the case might be. So it's like, you know, if you don't PR this weekend, it's because you're not putting in the work, or you're doing something wrong. Point blank period. Like point blank period. You should be getting PRs if you're putting in the work. But if you're not getting PRs, something is wrong. And like I don't know, like clearly some people knows how to deal with the truth, and some people is just they don't know how to take shit like that. And I mean, again, when it comes to minding your business, like I feel like if you're gonna if you wanna talk shit, you need to know where you're coming from, and if it's a place for you to even fucking talk shit to begin with. Because like for instance, in this case that I was talking about, like you didn't even talk for yourself. You had to get somebody else involved, and then it just became a bigger problem. And clearly you walked away offended. Like it's not adding up. I'm so sorry, but like, baby, you do not need to do that. And not with me, because I am, like I said, I'm a person that speaks the truth. And like, obviously, if you have a problem and you come for me, like, I'm gonna come back at you. Especially if you come to me sideways. Like, something you're not gonna do is come to me sideways. And it it is what it is. And like there is so many things that I could talk about, like people like people hating on others, or like at least that's, I don't want to say they're hating, but like people talk about, like you didn't deserve this, or why you, or blah 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 blah. And I mean, people needs to mind their business, because clearly we're not in that spot. And if we're not in that spot, it's probably for a reason. So I'm just gonna say that. I feel like at the end of the day, you have to be proud of these people, because clearly at the end of the day, they're there and we're not. You know? And just gotta keep grinding. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was a little bit upset that I was not able to go to nationals for indoor season. And I mean, I wasn't even gonna compete probably. Like, I just wanted to go as an alternate. I guess just kind of to experience it and cheer on the other teammates that are actually competing and stuff like that. But that did not, like, that was not the case. Like, I didn't even get to go or anything. So like it made me upset a little bit. But then later on, I realized, like, if I didn't go was for a reason. There is always a reason. um and you just gotta take it. Like, I mean, I've been grinding these past 2 weeks. Like, we've been I've been putting in work. Like, um it's been 2 weeks of lots of gym, lots of weights, lots of running, lots of literally hard work with like little bit of breaks and stuff like that. And I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. My legs feel it, because like I feel better today, but the whole week I was literally super tired and like super super like exhausted. Like it was kind of like, fuck, another day, another training. Like, there we go. Like, let's go 100%. And I mean, that's the best that I can do. Like, go out there and keep training, because nationals for indoors didn't happen, but I got outdoors, and I know that this is my shit. 400 hurdles, that's what I've been waiting for. Basically, that's what I came for. I came to the University of St. Mary and to Kansas to do the 400 hurdles. So, like, my moment and my time to shine, it's literally coming. You know, I start the season in 2 weeks. I know I'm gonna have a great season opener, and then I'm gonna go from there and keep grinding until I make the national team because I know that I am a national runner. I am somebody that deserves to be at nationals. But that's only gonna come from my work ethic and from what I put into my training, which is what I've been doing. And, you know, rooting for others and their accomplishments. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, they're there for a reason. And for the rest, the best that we can do is focus on our grind, focus on ourselves, mind our business, and let's just keep cheering up each other. Like, obviously, if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like God has a plan for all of us, and we just gotta trust that. you know but anyways, moving on. Another thing that I want to talk about, it's like school. Like, I want to talk shit about school. Like, who fucking likes to go to school, first of all? um it's just funny. I mean, obviously, I respect the grind. Like, I know some people actually do like school and stuff like that, but for me personally, I grew up, like, my mom helped me a lot. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I am today without my mom's help, especially being raised in Mexico with, like, my mom literally waking me up at like 11 p.m., like making sure that I did my homework, that she went over all my notebooks, like all of this stuff. Um, and that made me like school, but it was more of like because I felt that I needed to give back to her, like all this time and stuff like that. Like, and honestly, like, I don't think I am somebody meant for school, but I think I am a hard worker. Like, I feel like the reason why I'm successful at school is just because I had to put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I'm going to school for like, oh, like, I love school. Like, let's go. Like, it's more of like, oh, well, it's a school. Like, I need to get my degree. But obviously, like, if I'm already spending time there and stuff like that, like, I'm not just gonna like go with the motion of the ocean, because who wants a 2.0? Like, who wants a 1.9? Who wants a 1.8? Like, I mean, some people probably do, but not me. Like, it's like, I'm already spending time. Let me make it worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, the reason why sometimes I'm successful at school is because I do put in work, not because I like school. And, also, like, there is a lot of reason behind it. Because, like, as I feel like as you grow older, like, for instance, when I was like in first grade, second grade, third grade, like, I had the greatest professors. Like, literally, when I in first grade, like, I got literally straight A's. And then same in second grade, like, literally, like, I was always top three. Like, I was always on the, like, the honor roll thing, like, literally, like, always, like, top three. And this was like exciting moments, but, like, again, like, I feel like once you grow up, like, the older you get and stuff like that, like, everything changes. Professors change, like, the the way teachers teach change, like, shit like that. And that's something that has made me dislike school sometimes. Like, let's talk about those professors that assigned you assignments and quizzes and everything every fucking week, but they don't grade it until like 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, something like that. What the fuck? Are you serious? Who do you think you are? And then when you turn something in late, they don't want to grade it, or they give you a shitty grade because it's late. First of all, if you are grading my shit 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever many weeks after the due date, I should be entitled to turn in my assignments whenever the fuck I want, because clearly you're grading them whenever the fuck you want. And then, on top of that, you're telling me that you don't fucking read no assignments. Because clearly, if I turn assignments from week 5, 6, 7, would you grade them week 15? Man, sir, lady, whatever, you're not fucking reading these papers. Now, you could tell me otherwise, and yes, you could put a fucking comment on, like the little box or whatever, but you're not fucking reading the papers. Like, I just know it. And if you do, I guess props to you, and I'm the shit talker, but I want to have a one-on-one meeting because, I don't know, it's given, I don't care. And like I said, it's something that I don't fucking like because so many professors tend to do this. And this happened to me where literally I spent a whole week going to sleep hella late trying to do all my missing assignments because I was told that that they will get graded. And then when I turned them in, they never got graded. So I ended up passing the class, but I ended up getting like a shitty grade just because these assignments that were supposed to be graded never got graded. Are you kidding me? It's giving disrespect. And then what about those professors that have deadlines at the beginning of the class? Double homicide. First of all. Like, what? So you're telling me that you say homework is due on Monday, let's say, and then I show up to your class, but then I realize that it was due like literally today, right now. But then obviously I'm gonna go and turn it in later on, and then it's gonna be late. Like, what? No, that should be a crime. Homework should be due at 11:59 of whatever day, and never before class. Right? Am I right or am I right? Please let me know, because I know I'm right. And I guess that's it. I want to talk about so many other things, but clearly it's getting dark and I don't like this vibe. So I'll come back with more topics. But let me know what you want me to talk about. Like, literally any topics. Like, I'm ready to just speak and talk about anything. I mean, anything. Like, let me know, because I'm really excited to just come out here and like keep making more episodes and like, encouraging, inspiring, engaging, whatever the case might be. Like, I'm really, really excited, and I want to know what you guys want me to talk about, because let's talk some shit. Like, let's get real. Let's hit it raw with no condom and no fucking lube, and then just fucking speak. Anyways, shit talkers, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Don't forget to comment down below, because it's my birthday month too, let me tell you. So it's going up. Let me know. Bye.